And today, I'll be talking about the worst cards in Magic the Gathering history, not just Commander, like in general, but the thing is that I was always doing best cards of something, but now I just had to do like the worst cards this time in general, because everyone knows what the best cards is, but not everyone knows what the worst cards is, or like what's the worst card in general. It's not like like some people know that Black Lotus is the best card. It's like everyone knows that Black Lotus is the best card, but then some people are still thinking, what is the worst card ever if Black Lotus is the best card? So we will be going through the 20 cards, and number 20 is Bog Hoodlums. Yeah. A 5 mana, a 6 mana sit is with no ability is still a bit bad, but yeah, okay, that's 5 mana 4/1. Yeah, 5 mana 4/1 with no abilities is already bad. First of all, it can't block so bad. Whoa, yeah, there was actually a very bad card, but that was like number 21 in the list, which was a 4 mana 3/3 that couldn't block, but yeah, that is worse than the other creature. But it could actually get bigger as soon as it enters. When it enters, clash with an opponent. Only if you win, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. So it can be a 5/2 for 6 mana, which still can't block. But yeah, after you do the... But then when they clash, when you clash, you can actually scry. Practically, after the clash, you can choose to send it to top or bottom. Basically scry. But your opponent will be doing that as well. So, it's still very, very bad. But it's not the worst card. There's worse cards. Number 19, Scornful Egotist. Scornful Egotist. You might think, why isn't that the worst card in Magic the Gathering? You see, it's been errated to be a human wizard, not just wizard, for some reason. I don't know why. It's an 8 mana 1/1 wizard with morph for 1 blue. So, what you could do, some decks actually matter in having expensive stuff early in the game, or do like some swaps, like Puka's Mischief. You could use that to swap Scornful Egotist with an Achroma, for example. Yeah, that's right. You can use use Puka's Mischief to swap Scornful Egotist with an Achroma, because they have the same converted mana cost. and it's not like you'll get it down by turn 8. You could get it down by play turn 3 face down, turn 4 flip it face up. Of course no one's gonna play Break Open, because it is worse than Scornful Egotist. Number 18, it's Cursed Monstrosity. Cursed Monstrosity, you might think it's not really that bad. It's 5 mana 4/3 flying, but when it becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it unless you discard a land from your hand. That's bad. You don't get to choose what you discard. You have to discard a land card. So if you have no lands in hand, that's Cursed Monstrosity out. But otherwise, But otherwise it's good, but still, yeah. Number 17, Cyclopean snare. Cyclopean snare, it's very bad. Like, it's 2 mana for an artifact, has 3 mana tap target tap target creature, then return it to hand. Return Cyclopean snare to hand. Very bad. If you see this card, you might be remembering of Razor Boomerang. Yep, that's right. That's better than Razor Boomerang, but they're both very, very bad cards. Number 16, Mold Demon. Mold Demon is a 7 mana sit with a downside. Like, when it enters battlefield, you must sacrifice 2 swamps or Mold Demon is sacrificed. So, the thing is that if you're playing green-black and you run Titania in the deck, or you're going like with the Gitrog monsters in commander, you might be able to run Mold Demon, but anyway, it's still a bad card. You can only sacrifice swamps. So possibly you must be sacrificing your only 2 black mana sources and be left with no black mana sources somehow. But let's go to number 15, which is Ember Shot. Like, how does drawing a card cost 6 colorless mana? Like, you pay 1 red for the bolt, but then you're paying 6 mana for the draw. 7 mana instant, use 3 damage to a creature or player, then draw a card. That is so bad. Like, it's not the worst card. There are worse cards than that, but it's a bit overcosted. Like, some of these cards, it's not like they're bad, like with a downside actually or something like that. It's that they are overcosted. Maybe both overcosted and with a downside, like number 20 in the list. But there are worse cards than both hoodlums. Number 14, Goblin Firebug. That's not overcosted at all, but it's, well, could be a bit overcosted. Maybe 1 mana you could be able to play it, but 2 mana, no. 2 mana, 2/2 when leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a land. Very bad. Like, you have to sacrifice a land. Like it's 2 mana, 2/2 with a downside. Why not play Feral Maka, which is one of the new vanilla 2/2s for 2 mana. But of course, there's more better 2/2s than 2 mana vanilla 2/2 or 2 mana 2/2 with a downside. Number 13, Chimney Imp. You're right. Yeah, it's very bad. When you see Chimney Imp, you might be remembering about Stormcrow as well. You might be thinking about Stormcrow. Because, yeah, basically, rather than being blue, it's black. And you're just basically paying 3 mana to have a death trigger, which is when it dies. A target opponent sends a card from their hand on top of the library. Very bad. It doesn't even discard it. They send it to top. Well, it's good if you have stuff that can exile the top card of the library, like Ingest, Ulamog, Oblivion Sower. But what's bad is that they don't have to show the card they're sending to top with Chimney Imp stuff. Like, it's very bad. even if there's a taser on the battlefield, like even if you get to do the effect twice, it's still a bad card. Like, how can like giving this a die trigger cost 3 mana? Some people were saying like, why not do dual deck Stormcrow versus Chimney? That would be very funny, but Wizards will never do that. But yeah, it's very bad. Number 12, Razor Boomerang. No, not Mold Demon. Yeah, Cyclopean Snare is very similar to Razor Boomerang because when you activate the Razor Boomerang, like Cyclopean Snare, you have to return it to hand. Razor Boomerang is 3 mana artifact equipment. Well, the only way that card is good is with an infinite combo. Like infinite mana, or like there's like infinite combos with it, but it's very hard to achieve. Like something that untaps on infinite mana, something that untaps creatures for a specific. Oh, Staff of Domination, infinite mana, and Razor Boomerang, and that's how you win with a Razor Boomerang. But still a bad card. It's like equipped creature has tap, detach Razor Boomerang from the equipped creature and deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Then return Razor Boomerang to hand, and it has equipped 2, and it's 3 mana. Very bad. But yeah. But like it's very, very bad. But it's not the worst card. We got worse cards there. Number 11, Mercenaries. Mercenaries, 4 mana free. Even a vanilla 4 mana free is bad. But what's worse is that, well, it is a human mercenary. Yeah, there aren't many mercenaries out there, but yeah. When it deals damage to a player, that player may pay 3 mana to prevent the damage. Still, it's like sometimes it won't deal damage because the opponent will be paying 3 mana to stop the damage. But it can actually protect you from Rakdos Charm if you saves you from 1 damage only for 3 mana. Still not really enough, but still it's really bad. Well, at least it can still deal damage to creatures normally. But players, it's very bad at dealing damage to players. And yes, do not give Mercenaries a Razor Boomerang, and that will not work because, well, you tap on a detach, deal 1 damage to them, or they could pay 3 mana instead of dealing 1 damage to them. Wait, no, Razor Boomerang deals the damage. So go ahead and give Mercenaries a Razor Boomerang if you want, but do not play these cards. They are bad. Number 10, it's the slow Painland cycle. Have you seen the Pain lands and then some of the slow lands? Well, when I'm talking about slow lands, I do not refer to the Zendikar dual land cycle. I am talking about the slow lands, like the ones in Oath of the Gatewatch and Shadows over Innistrad, which appeared in M19. But then there's also the Painland cycle, which was lands that entered untapped that could tap for a colorless mana or tap for one of the two colors and deals 1 damage to you. But what's even worse, this cycle they enter tapped, but you can tap to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool, or tap for the 2 mana and it deals 1 damage to you. Very bad. And I don't know how that card made it to Vintage Masters when as an uncommon. Oh, hello, Ahmed. Hello, how are you? So, yeah, and one Twitch viewer, 4 YouTube spectators, wow. But yeah, that cycle is very bad. I don't know how some very bad cards made it to master sets. Number 9, you got Mindless null. Mindless null. It's so bad. 3 mana 2/2. Even 3 mana 2/2 vanilla is still very bad, but with a downside, look, it can't block unless you control vampire. Feels worth 2 mana. Yeah, but still it will be bad. 1 mana overpowered. Whoa, not really overpowered, but would be good if it was 1 mana, not 3 mana. 0 mana, it would be banned actually if that card was 0 mana. Better than Memnite? But yeah, no, that's 3 mana. I wish all those overcosted cards like Bog Hoodlums, Mindless null, Mercenaries, no, not called Mercenaries, etc. would be worth less than its power and toughness. Like if that was worth 2 mana or 1 mana, or like 0 mana, or like Mercenaries was worth 2 mana actually, or 1 mana would be good. 0 mana, they would do that to 0 mana Mercenaries. It would be way too good, but yeah. What if they make 0 mana Bog Hoodlums? It would be overpowered, but it still wouldn't be able to block. But a Memnite could kill a losing Bog Hoodlums. A winning Bog Hoodlums wouldn't be killed by a Memnite. But number 8, it's the Juju bubble. Very bad. 1 mana artifact. Cumulative upkeep 1. It would be better Fountain of Youth because that's 0 mana. Well, it would get tapped if you use the ability to gain the life, but when you play a card in general, even a land, cast a spell, destroy it. No wait, sacrifice it. Sometimes bury was like destroy, or destroy can't be regenerated, or sacrifice. That's what bury would mean. And then 2 mana to gain 1 life. It was very bad. It's very bad. Worse than Bog Hoodlums, of course. Bog Hoodlums is just number 20 in the list. Well, it doesn't stop you from playing cards if you would like to play a land or cast something. You just break out of the bubble, but then the cumulative upkeep could break it eventually, but you could gain life of it only. Number 7, Ignoble Soldier. 3 mana, free 1 soldier. It's like enough, like, but then when it becomes blocked, you might think, well, wow, it is immortal when attacking. No, you're thinking it reversed. It stops damage dealt by him to the other creature. Not the other creature. It's very bad. That's why it's rated very low on Gather. But yeah. Like, yeah. So bad. Number 6, Break Open. It's not the worst card. You could actually get lucky and then break open into a Scornful Egotist, or break open into a creature of a morph effect, which is useless in the moment you're using break open. And it's an instant even. Like, if you can just try your luck and then think the enemy creatures, like, you block the morph of a 1/1, then you're like, is it a Scornful Egotist? And then break open that creature, and then you just find out. But usually you break open and you find a chroma, which usually happens. You break open and find a chroma. But you can actually break open and find Scornful Egotist. But that's rare, because Scornful Egotist is also a bad card. Well, you can actually, if you do not, well, it's good with cards that can steal creatures. Oh, break open into Zoretic Cavern would be very funny. Like, oh, I'll break open, and then the opponent would go like, that card is trash, and then like, no, my 2/2 got turned into a land. Yeah, and then you're like, you knew it was a Zoetic Cavern, which was morphed, and you wouldn't expect me to play break open. It's not like it's overcosted. It's like, it's bad in general. Like, if it was worth 1 mana, still would be bad. 0 mana, still would be bad. With a cantrip, if it was a cantrip, could be. And yeah, what you could do is, like, if you'd think the morphed creature is not on your colors, you could break open, then use something to steal it, like control magic, mind control, persuasion. I think it was like that. Or lay claim. Yeah. That's what you could do with break open, but still bad. Still bad. Number 5, Wood Elemental. Worse than Bog Hoodlums. Oh wait. Yeah, was it? Yeah, Bog Hoodlums. Yeah, but it's a form. It still would be bad in the Titania deck. Like you have to sacrifice untapped forest. You can't go like, fine, I'll float all my mana from my forests and then play Wood Elemental, sacrifice them all, and play other spells. Then Wood Elemental would be big. No, that is not how Wood Elemental works. You have to sacrifice untapped forest, so its pound toughness would be, unless if you reduce its cost, they're kind of overcosted a bit. Like, sacrifice 2 forest to it, that's like 6 mana for 2/2. Sacrifice 8 forests to it, that would be like, no, 4 forests to it, 8 mana 4/4. Would be bad. Well, Titania could make this card a bit better, but still bad. But it's not the worst card. We got worse cards there. And number 4 is Horizon Seed. It's a 5 mana 2/1 spirit with, whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, regenerate target creature. It's not even played in banned spirits. It's so bad. Like, not even in Spirit Commander, 5 color spirits. Horizon Seed is very, very bad because it's overcosted and easily killed. Like, killed by gut shot or memnite or any 0 mana card that can deal 1 damage. Yeah. Number 3. Berserkers of Bloodbridge. That is very bad because you have like nearly no control about the creature. Well, it doesn't have haste, which makes it worse actually. Because if it had haste, you could choose to play it in your second main phase, so you wouldn't have to attack the turn it enters. There's a 5 mana 4/4, and yeah, it's worse than Obsidian Giant actually, which has no abilities and it's a 5 mana 4/4, but that has to attack every single turn. Not the turn it enters, but it has to attack in the rest of the turns. So bad. So yeah, it is very bad. I would rather play Balduvian Horde, which is actually a bit like, it's like 4 mana 5/5, but it has a downside. It's like, when it enters battlefield, sacrifice it unless you discard a card at random. But that is 5 mana 4/4 for downside. Yeah. Very bad, the Berserkers of Bloodbridge. I found out it wasn't the worst card because there are worse cards. Second worst, it is Sea Serpent. Sea Serpent, it is a 6 mana 5/5 serpent that cannot attack unless the defending player has islands. But when you have control no islands, sacrifice it. Like back then, there's like serpents, krakens, leviathans, octopi, whatever. Yeah, they were like, they had a lot of downsides. Like sometimes they could be like, counter toughness was bigger than its mana cost. Sometimes it was lower, but they always had downsides. But the worst card, it's not one with nothing. It is Bog Serpent. Bog Serpent is the black version, time-shifted version of Sea Serpent. And Sea Serpent, the reason why Sea Serpent is better than Bog Serpent is that more players play blue than the amount of players that play black. That is a thing you have to have in mind. It's that blue is more common than black. So that makes Bog Serpent worse than Sea Serpent, because Bog Serpent has less players to attack. Whoa, the thing is that Bog Serpent and Sea Serpent, it could affect a bit depending on your community. If more players play black, then Sea Serpent is a worse card for your community. If more players play blue, then Bog Serpent is the worst card for your community. If it's leveled, yeesh, they would be tied at worst, and then all of that list would be changed, and number 20 in the list would not be Bog Hoodlums. Instead, it would be the one number 21 in the list, which is like the 4 mana 3/3 that can't block, that I once opened in my Darksteel unboxing. But number 22 would be one with nothing, actually. Yeah, but like one with nothing, it can be played in some decks like Dredge. It can be played against Ebony Owl Netsuke against Black Vice. Yeah, it can be played against Black Vice Ebony Owl Netsuke decks. Yeah. Yeah, one of nothing can be a defense. It's not always a bad card. But some of these cards there have like downsides that will affect your game. So like make you like worse. So you can just donate or harmless offering them or Bazaar Trader or Zedru them to an opponent. Like no. Like oh no wait, the thing is that it would break before you use the donate or harmless offering, but you could actually. Oh no, wait. Nah, doesn't really matter. Okay. What? Oh, Goblin Firebug. You could actually donate it to an opponent, then somehow remove it from the battlefield. So then they'll have to sacrifice a land. And that would be 3 mana, 2 and a blue, destroy target land an opponent controls of its controller's choice. Yeah, practically like that. Or like 3 mana, target opponent sacrifices a land. Well, more than 3 mana because you'd be killing a creature with a blue spell or something like that. But what else? No. Oh, looks like none of the worst cards actually had downsides like that would affect your game playing. Like sometimes cards that would be like at the beginning of your upkeep you lose 3 life aren't really that bad because like they're undercosted, well, not really undercosted, like they are cheap for it's like they're like 1 mana 2/2 of a downside or like 1 mana 3/3 of a downside that would affect gameplay, but so do not try donating any of these cards. It won't work. And Mudhole isn't that bad as you might think it is. It is still a bit bad, could be a bit overcosted, but that's an instant, and you could surprise opponents with it. Yeah. Let's recap the cards. Oh, 2 Twitch spectators. Wow. That went up. So let's go on. Recap. 20 was Bog Hoodlums. 19 was Scornful Egotist. 18 was Cursed Monstrosity. 17, the Cyclopean Snare. 16, Mold Demon. 15, Ember Shot. 14, Goblin Firebug. 13, Chimney Imp. 12, it is Razor Boomerang. 11, Mercenaries. 10, the Slow Painland Cycle. which somehow reached a master set. 9. Mindless null. 8. Juju bubble. 7. Ignoble soldier. 6. Break open. 5. Wood elemental. 4. Horizon seed. Yeah, Horizon seed is worse than wood elemental. 3. Berserkers of Bloodridge. 2. The sea serpent. And 1. It is bog serpent. Yep. Bog serpent. Worst card ever. Well, basically, bog serpent and sea serpent could be like number 2 or number 1, like however your community is like if your community is mostly like black, green, stuff like that, like black, green, white, sometimes like sea serpent would be the worst card, and bog serpent second worst. But if your community is more like aggro or control, mid-rangey, like red, blue, sometimes green, you would be like that would be worst card, and sea serpent second worst. Yeah. That is right. That is very true. The number 2 and number 1 actually matters because depending on your community. Like at Battle Zone, Bog Serpent would be the worst card, and Sea Serpent would be the second worst. But otherwise, sometimes Sea Serpent can be the worst and Bog Serpent the second worst. And otherwise, it would be like, it can be reversed. It really doesn't matter. Hopefully Wizards does not make a cycle that it's like a time shifted. They should have made a time shifted Sea Serpent in the first place. They should be time shifting good cards, not bad cards. Like in Planar Chaos, they should have made purple, and they didn't even make purple. And they could have had purple mana drain, and they didn't make purple mana drain. But favorite heads is funny. We thought it was a fallen tree trunk, then it ate Sneed. Goblin bark right. So funny. They should have made a parallel version of Bog Serpent which go like, wait, I thought you were a tree trunk. No! And it would be like Snod, last words. It would be very funny. Like, yeah. If they made something like that on a different version of Bog Serpent. And they should, oh yeah. Sea Serpent does have a favorite heads. Legends has it that serpents used to be bigger, but how could that be? I think Sea Serpent was actually in one of the first Master set, like Masters Edition. I think it was Masters Edition 3, where Sea Serpent was. Three and 2. Yeah. Oh, 4 and 2. Wait. 4 and. No, wait. Is it 4 and 2? Yeah, 4 and 2 currently. Wow. But yeah. It's actually reversed. Legend has it that serpents used to be smaller, but how could that be? And now they are bigger. Like, Cryptic Serpent is even better than Sea Serpent now. It's like 7 mana for 6/5, but it gets cheaper for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. So it can actually be 2 mana, 6/5. Also, Gear Seeker Serpent would be better because it's like 7 mana, 5/6, but it has affinity for artifacts, and then you can pay 6 mana to make it unblockable. Better than Sea Serpent would. Yeah. But yeah. Bog Serpent and Sea Serpent, the worst cards. But it can be different between your community. Yeah. It all matters about community. If in Bog Serpent and Sea Serpent. But yeah, I think it'll have to be the end of the podcast, unfortunately. So yeah, YouTube spectators, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and follow my Twitch channel. Yeah. Twitch spectators, Twitch spectators, like, subscribe. No, Twitch spectators, follow, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share with friends. And yeah, there are giveaways in the podcast. So if you wanted Ravnica Legends or Guilds of Ravnica per release code, you could actually like, subscribe, and follow, and then on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, private message me, which is Dante the Snake MTG Games in Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, that you want the codes, and then I can give it to you if you actually liked and subscribed, and then followed my Twitch channel. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to my next videos, streams, and podcasts. Watch my other videos too. Like this one, the podcasts will be live every Tuesday, so stay tuned to them. Also, if you want, you can comment down. Comment down or type in stream chat or live chat, top chat. Which one of these cards did you like the least? And also recommendations for my next podcast. And bye. Beautiful.